because they'll probably be in gold. So that would be a good way of them getting into the league. What we aim to do is, for right now, we are focusing on our bronze to gold players. People keep asking me, why aren't we focusing on platinum and diamonds? And I'm just like, there are other leagues out there. There's more competition for the platinum and diamond players. And tricky, right? But so I wanna focus on bronze to gold. Now, as the league expands, as we get into more seasons, we might expand that to platinum to diamond, and maybe we end up opening up a league that will have the master level players. Because this might be in a...
So just for my simpler brain, you say that there's a team with this set amount of players in it. Is it restricted on how many teams you've got?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Right now it's only 8.
Okay.
So, like I said, the community is not exclusive. The teams, however, are. Because if we're going to have a competition format, there needs to be structure. And so when we expand, I hope we expand to not only more teams, but more players, and maybe more platinum and diamond players. What I really hope happens is, I'm sorry, I talk with my hands, but
so do I.
But what I really hope happens is some of our diamond players.
I missed it. What just happened?
I hope some of our diamond platinum players end up going into Masters and maybe getting their own team. What I'm looking for in the future to maybe take some of our master level players and put them in their own league, where we get grandmasters and higher level coaches. But it would be something that would be premium level. It wouldn't be something that would be free like the league is now. The league, at its core, will always be free. But we may end up adding some premium stuff, higher level coaches. Not that there's anything wrong with Six. Six is actually really good. And he's actually exactly what the lower levels need. So it's a perception that would maybe be for premium. But
what inspired you to help the lower leagues like me so much?
Well,
everyone else tends to spit on me and just go away, you nasty ugly player, go away. What made you want to help us out and give us a hand?
That's actually the real problem with esports right now, in my opinion. An industry cannot be built on the top 2. And that's exactly what the professionals are. They're the top 2% of players in the scene. And I feel like if we're going to build an industry, we have to focus a little bit on the amateurs. And because you see that in every other aspect of sport. So I felt like that wasn't being done. I mean, there are a couple leagues out there, there are a couple tournaments, but nothing is being done to facilitate growth with the amateurs.
Indeed. So, I mean, I founded this show on kind of the same concept, in that I didn't necessarily want to have in controls and hydras on. It was just basically, these are the topics. If you've got something to say, come on. I don't care who you are or how much you know. It's all about, entertainment, and I don't mind what level you are, and it's the same sort of concept. I love that somebody else thinks that way. Brilliant. So the other guys, do you all feel the same way with this message that we're trying to get over, that the amateurs need to be taken care of as well as the upper tiers?
Yes. I can expand if you want. No one else was taking anything.
Go ahead.
All right. Basically, he's pretty much right. How a lot of the lower league players, they can get into this little they can kind of get into a group of general, just like you said, they kind of just get like pushed away. No one really recognizes them. They have like their own little group of friends that they play with, and then if they win, great for them. If they don't, whatever. And they don't really get into like the scene of competitiveness or like real practice. So getting like just a group together like this ASL and just having everyone together and have it just be based around coaching is just a lot better for them. It just gives them a cool perspective about how to be like a better player in general, basically. So
Gemini, what inspired you to join the ASL? Was it the message or something else?
Well, all right. But before Briscoe introduced me to it, I didn't know about it until he told me about it. But since I've become a good player, I guess I could say, not just like one of the average people that isn't really that great at the game, but since then I've been inspired to just like teach people what I know. I just like playing this game, and it's kind of like it's not a popular game really around like school environment, I guess, so I don't really get to talk about it much. So just talking about the game is fun to me, and just the best way I feel doing that is with coaching. And then I also love seeing people improve. So I've been coaching since like I've been coaching for a few months now, just like by myself, like one-on-one. And then when I heard about this league, I'm just like, all right, this seems actually pretty cool because it gives me a big environment to work in, and just it gives me the players, so I can just make them how good I can. And I think it's really cool.
He's also written a pretty good guide.
Oh yeah, and also I do a bunch of just stuff like other stuff besides coaching. Like I have a guide I wrote, and then I'll just like respond on different posts and stuff about strategy and all that good stuff.
What race do you play, just out of curiosity?
Protoss. That's great.
So to Joseph, Cassie for a second, you're one of the players? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what league were you in when you joined?
I'm a bronze. I'm still a bronze right now, but I'm at the top of bronze, so.
Do you feel that you've improved a lot since joining the ASL?
I haven't really got a chance to play a lot lately. Been a little bit busy with other stuff, but I'm gonna get back on it.
Okay. And Briscoe, since we've gone over what everyone else's role is, what is it that you do at the ASL? Are you a player, PR man? I see you as the PR guy, but what?
Kind of a little bit of both, I guess. I'm a player in the league. I'm on Gemini's team. So he's my coach. I went from bottom bronze to top of bronze. I'm hoping to get into silver sometime soon. Hopefully before the lockout.
When's that at again? I actually forgot.
It's like this next week.
Next week, yeah, that's what I thought.
I've been playing a lot of silver players and beating them, so hopefully they'll move me up pretty soon.
Good job, buddy.
I would beat silver players, but I lose to bronze.
And it's just completely reversing anything you do.
Yep.
So,
my coach is teaching me how to lose to 6 pools and everything. So.
Do we have some Zerg and Terran coaches as well? Do we have any random coaches, or are we still recruiting?
Well, we have all 8 coaches. I can go through them. Some you may recognize, some you may not. We have Clones from Team Dynamic. He's a Terran. We have Sora, who plays for Team Karma. I actually don't know if they're still playing. They may. I don't know. They're like a Reddit clan, pretty much. Reddit's great. But then we also have Wave of Babies, who actually works with Arcraft. He helps do the King of the Hills. And
I love Arcraft.
there you go. Then we have Fruit GG, who just met on Twitter one day. He's Zerg. A lot of our coaches are Zerg, actually. We also have Luda, which is a Protoss. I'm gonna forget somebody, I'm pretty sure. We have Think Quick Sunshine, Lisa Zerg. Johnny. Forgetting Johnny. I can't believe that. Johnny is a Zerg. He actually is really active, and he's not just coaching his own team a lot of times. He loves micro tournaments, by the way. I think that's it. I might be forgetting somebody, and I'm sorry if I am, but I think that's it.
But you've got a nice mix then.
Yeah.
If somebody's having trouble, that's nice. When you're having like, oh God, TVZ, I just can't get my head round it. Bloody Mutalisks flying in and ruining my lovely nice row. And you've got somebody who loves using Mutalisks and come help them out. I like that. That's good.
And I encourage the coaches to also, if for some reason another race is not available on their team, to pull somebody in. Maybe you have a friend. Maybe the player has a friend. Just pull somebody in. Make sure you're getting that practice matchup. So.
I have a funny story. Go ahead.
But we have a wide variety. The Protoss is actually taking over the league. There's probably two Protoss for every one of the other races. So. Would it have been better if we had more Protoss coaches? Sure. But the Zerg coaches tend to come out in flocks, I guess you could say.
Did you say you just had a funny story to tell somebody?
Well,
you like funny stories?
There was someone on my team. It was unfortunately Briscoe wasn't there. This is actually hilarious. I forget what day it was. I think it was Sunday night. But one of my players brought in someone extra because we didn't have another race to play. And this guy, he was I could have sworn he was Deezer. He sounded exactly the same. He just did everything the same, and it was really funny. And then he just lost to a DT expand, and he was just so mad. And that's you just had to hear him because he sounded exactly like Deezer. That's all I have to say.
Okay. In the future, I've just got an idea buzzing around that. May as well just share it now. Why not? We'll share ideas while we're at it. Being part of Team FemFX, we're just getting going, and we're still gelling as a team. I personally don't play. We've got a hell of a lot of casual players who we encourage them to do 30 games a week, and the pros, we get them to do 60 games a week. The casuals sometimes feel they can be left out, and they're encouraged to enter one tournament. Everybody's encouraged to enter at least one tournament a month, and it can be any tournament. But when we first were getting going, because we were made up almost completely of girls, they were like, "Ooh, PMS, FemFX, fight off," and I was like, "That's a good idea, but we're not quite there yet." And I like the idea of a team face-off of some kind or another. So if FemFX could get together enough players on the same day, a FemFX versus ASL friendly, would you be up for something like that? If say it wasn't FemFX for a minute, some team that was getting going and they were looking for to improve and work better together as a team, for 1v1s, etc. Or just looking to gel together better. I'm struggling to get my words out.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, don't you?
Yeah.
Is that something you're open to, or hoping to do in the future, or anything?
I have no problems with teams playing, having friendlies. I think that's a great way for them to figure out their team. To put it frankly, for instance, Six, I think your team's all Protoss and a Terran.
Yep.
Yes.
So they could definitely use something like that, because then they get to see what their all Protoss team can do against another team. The problem that people will run up against is that our specific format. So, maybe they're playing somebody who has a lot more platinums and diamonds. Well,